Welcome to your daily focus for October the 30th, 2018. My name's Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We're going to turn to the cards and see what they have to say about the energy and how to use it in order to go forward in a positive light. Oh, that was a weird little cut. Okay, we'll go with that. The Emperor. We're making the plans today. We are, yeah, we're the emperor. All the kings, all the kingdoms answer to us. We make the decision. We go forward. There's a strength in us. I don't usually see the little raven up there perched, so pay attention to your intuition. Meditation, prayer today, absolutely. Asking for the answers, the help you need in order to make the right decisions going forward, to think things through. The Emperor doesn't just act out and hope that all is well. The Emperor has everything planned, every word, every gesture. When he goes forward, when he makes a step forward, he doesn't wish, he doesn't hope, he expects. And that's because he's talked to people, he's researched, he's gone over it with different advisors. He's brought in people that have special knowledge that can help him make the right decision. That's when he goes forward. So a lot of the weekly readings had the knee-jerk energy. Watch that knee-jerk energy. Watch just stepping into something for the sake of stepping into something, for changing the energy in some way, of escaping the energy that you feel trapped in right now. So be the Emperor today. Look at this. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and it is in detriment. We don't want the Ten of Pentacles in detriment. Relationships are harder. We're not sitting there staring into each other's eyes, feeling the sensuality, feeling the love, feeling the support. We're not getting that today. We have the High Priestess walking away there. Her back is turned to us. I don't usually pick that up in the card either. So I've got, my computer is just going bonkers. So we know Mercury's on the move. It won't go away. It won't go away. Okay, well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there we go. Oh my goodness. I'm such a computer klutz. And oh my goodness. And it did, like I had the first card, which wasn't the Emperor, but my computer all of a sudden said, oops, we encountered an error, we're going to restart. I was like, goodness gracious. So we know Mercury is moving, and we know Mercury is in that 29-degree area of Scorpio. So yeah, we got to watch the knee-jerk action. Absolutely, we want to think things through. We want to be the Emperor today. We want to step into that energy, and it is around us, but it's not going to. We have to strive for it today. We have to be very conscious of our actions, of our words. We have to be the Emperor today. We're not seeing the love. We're not seeing the beauty. We're not seeing the of our loved ones. It could be a parent, it could be a child, it could be a best friend, it could be a lover, a partner, a soulmate, a co-worker. You know, who are you hoping for? Like the Ten of Pentacles is the yes card. That's everything coming together. So it's business partners for life. You start a corporation, you just build from it. Or you're in a relationship and you just want to live happily ever after. Or you are best friends and you just want to be best friends forever with this person. And we're not seeing the beauty of that other person, those people in our lives today. We're not seeing their worth, we're not seeing their value. And in turn, they're not seeing ours either. So people could ruffle our feathers today. Our last card is the Eight of Wands, and that's a dedicated focus forward. That's using all of our talents, all of our abilities, making decisions, going forward in some way, leaving your options open. We're looking forward. We want to see where those wands land. We want to go after those wands. So this could be new perceptions coming in, new thoughts, new ways forward. We have the raven again. So pay attention to your intuition. What is catching your eye? What is pulling you forward? Let's get the affirmation cards here. So try to see the magic in people today. That's not going to be easy. If they say something that you feel was a personal attack, or ask them about it. Understand. Maybe you misinterpreted. Maybe they meant it. Be the emperor today. Be very conscious of ruling your kingdoms by thinking about what you want to say, by knowing all the facts before you make a decision, for not hoping or wishing, but expecting, because you've thought it out, you've planned it out. Watch the knee-jerk energy today. Relationships might be strained today. We have, that's immediately what caught my eye was the relationship there in detriment. So the relationship isn't going well. And if you back it up, you could see a new way forward and maybe strengthen that relationship, grow that bond, grow that friendship. See their value, see their worth. Page of Air. Well, we're getting bombarded with air energy, aren't we? I think that's close to a week of air energy for us. So a lot of emotion, right? When we have the air energy, a lot of emotion. New ideas, a theory not yet proven, curiosity, and new focus. Oh, gorgeous picture. This calls for greater investigation as we've only scratched the surface. I don't really know. That's interesting. If I explore this way of thinking, can I learn? And what can I learn? And how can I use that knowledge going forward? This calls for greater investigation as we've only scratched the surface. So if an argument starts, back it up. This calls for greater investigation, or a bump in the road on a passion, a dream. And it might not be about relationships. It could be a passion. It could be a dream. But with Venus getting ready to go into Libra, so it's sitting at 0 degrees right now, right? and it's in retrograde. I don't really know. It's okay to say you don't know. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to have a yes or a no. You can not know. You can investigate. You can ask more questions. You can converse about it. You can understand more. That's interesting. So take an interest in other people today. If I explore this way of thinking, what can I learn? And we have the moon in Cancer. And the energy is a 6 energy for today. So that's the Lovers. But it's through the Devil's energy, right? It comes to a 15, and then 5 plus 1 is 6. So where do we hold back in our own independence of being free within relationships, of being our own person, and yet two souls as one? So I think there's a tear here between feeling, wanting that love and that warmth and that support and that sensuality, maybe perhaps romance in there too. Let's throw that in. With our own independence. And it's, where do we pull back? Where do we not really follow our heart, our passions of what we like to do, of what we want to do? Our adventurous part of ourselves. Where do we hold back? Where do we make that part of us mundane? And we don't like it, and we're feeling like we're restless. We want to break free of that in order to really grow relationships, home, family. Or it could be changes within the home too. People coming, people going. Or maybe it's about your responsibilities and obligations to the family, or maybe to the community in some way, or your work life. That's the 6 energy. And how do we grow that deeper? How do we grow that stronger? Who is our animal today? Deep rest. A lot of, every single reading had something about unplugging and recharging. Every single reading from Aries right to Pisces this week. I think I even kind of giggled about it in Pisces, like, of course, here it is. So deep rest. Let's pay attention to our little mouse in the hammock. Deep rest. Oh, there he is. There he is. He keeps scurrying away just like a little mouse would. There we go. Deep rest. Lazy sleep, rest, and meditate. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass, under the trees, on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water, or watching the clouds float across the sky, is by no means a waste of time. Mao says that it's time for you to make some time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go. After all, that is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something that you enjoy that is completely frivolous and fun. It could be just an afternoon laying in a hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, or playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It's a time for restoring your spirit, and we are in full moon energy. It is not, but it's a time for completion. It's not a time to really step into new beginnings, new starts. So when we're making decisions to step into something new, we might be jumping the gun. So make sure you're the emperor today and thinking things through, asking the validating questions, asking for the answers, looking, researching for the answers. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, but just quieting your mind. Take some time grounding yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending time in nature. Spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating and just being in the moment. And you don't have to physically be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And yeah, meditation, they say clear your mind. And, take that deep breath in, let it out. Take another deep breath and let it out. And then you're starting to think about what you're going to make for supper. And then you realize that you forgot what you were doing was you were meditating, and that so you come back and you pay attention to your breathing again, in and out, and in and out. And you might last 4 or 5 seconds, but then your mind will travel again. But what it really does show you is where your mind keeps going, because your mind is going there even when you're busy doing other things. We're too busy in our lives too. And that's why when you lay down at night and you're all tired and you want to go to sleep and you close your eyes, your brain says, hey, let's talk. And you say, okay. And it brings up every ugly thing right back to the earliest days that you can remember of your life. It beats you up and it spits you out. And then you're all tense, right? Because you've been thinking all these thoughts. So meditation allows you, and just, acknowledge the thought, but then send it away. Don't make a judgment on it. Don't attach an emotion to it. Don't attach an emotion to it. Very important, obviously. So a strong day for energy. Rest, restore, recuperate, be the emperor. Until we meet again, I do love you.